Grand Rising people, Grand Rising people. Out here trying to make this move for betterment for the future. That's all we gonna say. Like I said, we ain't here to talk about what we do outside of YouTube, outside these videos. We ain't here to stunt, do none of that. We all can show off and lie. But it is what it is. I'm here to take care of, I'm out here taking care of business real quick. But we're not here for none of that. Once again, I want to thank y'all for coming here, spending these precious few minutes of your time with me. Like I always say, we all know we got other shit we could be doing. Other shit we would rather enjoy. But the fact you give me my few minutes, hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Like I said, it's just mine. Like JC said, news, a hint of news is just his ghetto point of view. Just my point of view. I want to talk about an interview I saw that gave me a different point of view. You know what I'm saying? So this is going to disappoint some Bud Crawford fans. I'm a Bud Crawford fan, and I do want to see the fight. I think Spence is ducking. But I was listening to Julian J. Rock Williams. He hit me or something. He put me up on game. That's the thing in life. You never stop learning. Whenever you stop learning, that's when you die. No matter how old you are, I always learn new things. But Julian J. Rock Williams put me up on game, and I am a new fan of Julian J. Rock Williams. I always thought he was a pretty good fighter. My dream fight for 154 on down is Julian J. Rock Williams against Terrence Bud Crawford. That's the one people ain't talking about. That or Bud against Floyd. Whew. I think those would be the two best fights. But people not thinking about that right now. But those would be my two dream fights. And I do think Bud will beat J. Rock, and he should be the old Floyd. Should. But that would still be a great fight. But back to the subject at hand. Mr. J. Rock, the best super welterweight in the world, unified champion. He said, you can't fault Al. You can't fault Al for not making a fight. You can't fault Al for not making a fight. He says like this. If the shoe was on the other foot, if Bob Arum had all the fighters, had all the top welterweights, and Al Haymon had the one that can whoop them all, do you think Bob Arum will make that fight with Al Haymon? If you're thinking that he will make the fight with Al Haymon, you fucking delusional. It'll still be the same shit. I think it'd be the same shit. Because, I mean, just put yourself in those shoes. You got this dude that didn't want to do business with you, that don't like you. I mean, and you get all the good fighters, but he got that one fighter, that one great fighter that could beat all of your fighters. Why would you send your fighters his way when you can have your fighters fight each other, which will still be good fights? I'm not saying they wouldn't be good fights. Errol Spence, Danny Garcia, that is a good fight. Danny Garcia, Manny Pacquiao, that's a good fight. Earl Pacquiao, that's a good fight. I'm not saying those not good fights. Sean vs. Danny was pretty good. I'm not saying those are not good fights. And sprinkle a little Keith Thurman in on them. I'm not saying those are not good fights. No one is saying those are not good fights. So, but the fight is Bud versus Spence. But like I was saying, I sure got a little sidetracked. But follow me, like I was saying. Now this is what J Rock was saying. And this is why I totally agree. Y'all don't have a good working relationship together. You don't like each other. And y'all got bad history. So, why would I do something for you as in send any of my top fighters over to you to help you make more money, when I know you wouldn't do the same for me. We all human. So like I said, I can't fault Al Heyman. I know I don't like it. I don't like it not one bit. I don't like that shit at all. But I can't fault him. I understand where he coming from. And like I said, shit, Bud Crawford, he's Hall of Fame without Spence. Bud Crawford, they could have, like I said, they could fight J-Rock. I mean, that'll be a dream fight for me. That'll be a great fight. Or people say Bud don't have anybody to fight. Nobody thought about Bud going to 154 and fighting Julian J-Rock Williams. Or Bud possibly going up there and fighting Lara. Wouldn't those be good fights for Bud's resume? I'm just saying. Bud going to 154, but then, like somebody said, the PBC, they had the top 154 fighters. So there is a possibility of being the same thing. There is the possibility. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I'm not saying that they wouldn't make the fights because Bud's coming up from lightweight. It's a lightweight. Coming up from 135. Bud came from 135. No, from 130. No, yeah, my bad, I'm sorry. Bud came up from 135. So Bud comes from 135 and goes to 54. Would he still have those same issues because he's coming from such a low weight? With the 154 pounders not fight him? Would it be the same? Would it be the same thing as a welterweight? It's not hard to think it wouldn't. I mean, it's not unreasonable to think that there wouldn't be the same issue. So Bud, it could be the same issue. So I don't know. He just got to talk bad about Spence. He just got to keep doing what he's doing. No matter what the fans say, keep calling this dude out because he's trying to fight everybody else. Call him out and point out that he's trying to fight everybody else but you. Call it out. Keep chasing him. And don't just say, like Bruce Wayne said, don't just chase him. Shout out to Bruce Wayne, even though I don't agree with a lot of your shit. But shout out to you on that one. And they say, stay on all they neck. All they neck. But back to the subject. Julian J-Rock Williams. Yes. You put me up on game today. And I appreciate that. So I can understand why Al Heyman don't want to make the fight. Or why Al Heyman ain't pushing for it. Because Errol Spence can't, at the end of the day, who got the final say on who the fighters fight? What the fighters always say? What do the boxers always say? So I got to take their word for it. While everybody talking about their boss, I got to take their word for it. What do all the fighters say? I'm fighting whoever they put in front of me. Some of them ain't got no input. I know some have some input, and some have a lot of say. But at the end of the day, since they want to put in their promoters' hands, I'm putting their promoters' hands too. These dudes, the promoters got the final say on who they fight. And with that being said, Al Heyman, the promoter, is saying no. For whatever reason, he's saying no. Whether Crawford can beat him, whether he just want to starve Al out, I think because Crawford can beat him. But whatever reason he's saying no, he's saying no. So Spence ain't no boss. Al Heyman saying no, and I understand why Al Heyman saying no. I can't fault him. If I was in Al Heyman's shoes, I'd do the same damn thing. We all would do the same damn thing. If it's a dude that you didn't like, or individual that you didn't like, y'all have a bad past, y'all don't have a working relationship, and you have something. You have a product. Or you have a fighter. We're gonna use the fighters. You have fighters. You have people that make money doing what you do. And your competitor, the person that you don't like, the person you have a bad working relationship with, you don't have a working relationship with, that you have a bad past with, that person is doing something on the other side, and they're coming to you with a business proposition. Now, wouldn't you try to starve them out to get them out of business? Would you try to help them out? So I totally understand. Exactly. Where you coming from? Hey, we're like, oh, you want to show everybody you don't fuck with me? Cool. Like DMX said. And here we go again. If it's fuck me, you know it's fuck you. That's just what Al Haymond's saying, as far as the welterweights go. But then, you know, we got the argument that if Tyson Fury can fight Deontay Wilder, same companies. PBC fighter, ESPN fighter, or top ranked fighter. If Tyson Fury can fight Deontay Wilder, PBC and top rank, why can't Bud Crawford fight Spence? See there again. There we go again. See, I understand, but then it don't make sense in the end. So Julian J. Rock Williams, damn, now that I thought about it, I feel really crazy. Now that makes it even more apparent. If you work with him on this end, why can't you work with him on that end? So that makes it even more apparent that you think about it. Now I gave an argument for Julian J. Rock. I gave an argument for the PBC and why they doing how they feel. Why they doing what they doing and how they feel about it. I gave an argument for him. But once you think about it, isn't Tyson Fury under top rank? If Tyson Fury on the top rank, this argument makes no motherfucking sense. Because you're doing business with them anyway. And this is with a white fighter that's making hundreds of millions of dollars off of a black fighter who ain't making hundreds of millions of dollars. Because Tyson Fury wasn't getting hundreds of millions of dollars before Deontay Wilder. Now you Wilder haters can say what you want. What $100 million? When has Tyson Fury made $100 million? When? That's what I'm saying. For all you dudes that's hating on Wilder and saying Tyson Fury this, Tyson Fury that, when has Tyson Fury made $100 million? I know I'm getting off subject a bit, but this all correlates. This is why I feel crazy spending 12, 13 minutes talking about what Julian J. Rock Williams said, because I thought about okay, I can understand. But then when you think a little deeper, because some people probably caught on way before I did. It took me damn near 13 minutes to figure it out once I was thinking about it. Now, long the 13 minutes, because I was thinking about making a video 30 minutes ago. So it took me damn near 45 minutes. And some of y'all probably figured it out, boom, instantly. It makes no sense, Julian J. Rock Williams. You know why it makes no sense? Because if Tyson Fury is fighting under top rank and Deontay Wilder's on the PBC and they're fighting twice. Now, hold on. Now, okay, this will be the first time. Because the first time he won on the top rank. But if he's on the top rank and Wilder's on the PBC and they're fighting right now, finna fight in February, why the fuck Spence can't fight Crawford unless Spence really don't want that smoke? He can't use the Al Haymond excuse. He can't use it. I'm gonna have to check that out. Spence cannot use the Al Haymond excuse. So what other reason is it that Spence is not trying to fight Terrence Bud Crawford? Bud say he can have a 60-40. Bud said, let's go. So, I mean, what is it? Man, I gotta go, man. This is some bullshit. I'm out.